Hi, my name is Christina.
I'm Edward.
And we are part of the Let's Cook project.
All part of the Kitchen Social Initiative.
Okay, so before we start cooking, we need to do a couple of things. So I've tied back my long hair.
I've removed all my jewelry.
You have to roll up your sleeves.
Or wear some short sleeves, preferably. Washing your hands.
Put on a clean apron.
And make sure your equipment and food preparation area is clean and ready to go. And what are we making today?
We're making a chunky minestrone. Start by chopping an onion.
No problem. Cool, so first things first, what position should I have myself in when cutting?
The claw and bridge method. Do you know how to do that?
Yes, so then that's 4 fingers.
Yeah.
And my thumb
Yeah.
over the thing, and then I'm gonna cut 2.
Make sure your pinky doesn't
Touch the thing, yeah, and make sure that I don't cut into the root because a hairy bottom leads to a lot of tears, am I right?
Yep.
Do you know what is actually in the root?
Sulfuric acid, which, you know, is what tears us up.
100%. Even though the skin of veg is quite healthy, you want to reduce all of that, and to keep your preparation area clean, you get a little chuck bowl, you put that in there. Go on.
I don't think anyone would actually eat onion skin though.
You'd be surprised. Not to say that I do that or anything, but you know. So tell me, why this dish?
Well, it's a great vegetarian/vegan alternative.
Okay.
All the products are quite inexpensive, so it's really easy to make at home.
So what juice would you recommend to go down with this? Because I think that's an extremely
I'm all
essential.
about water.
Okay.
But apple juice or orange juice?
Here we go. Okay, so what's next? Thank you. For the people at home, when we're peeling our carrots.
My name's James from the Let's Cook project, and I'm going to talk a little bit today about what does it mean when your recipe says peel or grate. Peeling is simply the process of taking the skin off something. So it might be as simple as taking the skin off an orange. All you're going to do, take your orange, take the skin off. That's peeling. Sometimes you need something to help you out. The tool, strangely, is called a peeler. You've got to hold the carrot on your board, peel away from you. So in here, you've got a bit of a sharp blade. If you don't use it properly, then it can end up hurting you. Take the peeler, take your carrot, make sure the end of your carrot or whatever the long thing is that you're peeling, lean it on your board and just gently stroke down and away from you. Always peel towards the board like that. Using a peeler is a bit better than using a knife because you end up leaving more of the vegetable underneath. If you use a knife, you can cut yourself a bit more easily and you can end up wasting food. So you'll see what I've done is I've turned it around and I'm stroking the peeler across the other end. Job done. Again, not a race. You don't need to rush these things. We're not doing fast food. If you've got something round, like a potato or an apple or a sweet potato, that can be quite tricky. So all you do is you make sure you use your thumb. Get your thumb and you just push it on the bottom of the thing you're peeling and just in the same way, stroke the peeler around. Now, to be honest with you, I wouldn't usually bother peeling an apple. I don't think you need to. There's a lot of goodness in the skin. This is just to show you how to do it. Same with carrots really, but you might want to peel potatoes or parsnips or something like that. So if you're making something like a coleslaw or you want to grate some cheese, something like that, then you're going to need to use one of these. Now this is a grater, it's called a box grater because it's shaped like a box. All you do is you make sure that your bottom of your grater is firmly on your board and your hand that you're not holding the veg in holds onto the top nice and firmly. And again, it's not a race, okay? On here, on this grater, you've got lots of little blades. So you've got to be a little bit careful. So take it slow and just go gently down. Doing lots of that is a recipe for disaster. So just down and away, down and away, down and away. And just keep going. And as you get more confident, you'll be able to get quicker. And then if we do our reveal, your grated carrot's inside. And that's peeling and grating done.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, you are.
This is so cool. It's all right, guys. Gordon Ramsay started somewhere, and you can too.
Okay, now chop off the top of the carrot. You're gonna cut the rest into disc shapes.
Into disc shapes. Good.
Yeah.
Also having your fingers as a guard when cutting, so that if you do slip,
Yeah.
there's not too much damage. Here we are.
So now I'm giving you the garlic.
Thank you. This is a clove. That's a bowl.
Yeah.
Not a clove.
So a clove is a segment of the bowl.
Don't use the whole thing. We're not killing vampires. Okay, so what you want to do, get the base of your hand and just like that, just to get the skin off. Key bits again.
And you need a
Thank you.
fork
And then just cut away.
and then cut.
That just prevents any nasty slips from occurring with garlic.
Yeah.
There we are. Here we are.
Celery.
Celery. And what we doing with the celery?
The claw method.
Yep.
And just chop.
This one. I've had a manicure in ages, but just ignore that.
Cool, so we've got the hob on at a medium heat. I've put in the oil and while the pan's cold, and now we're gonna add in the vegetables.
That's right.
Peel the potato exactly like the carrots away from you.
Okay.
Like so, yeah. Just
No problem. Get to that.
Do you remember how you cut the onion? Where
Yep.
you use the claw method?
I think that's why it's giving me such a hard time. And voila. How do you like your chips, speaking of potatoes?
Chunky.
Why?
Because that's just the best way.
Yep.
Amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna add the
Tomato puree.
We're gonna add the mixed herbs. I like to sort of sprinkle the vegetable stock. Is that okay? Sprinkle it over.
Go on.
So yeah, you've got to stir it regularly to prevent burning.
That's right.
Smells good.
Hand me my Michelin star. There we go.
So now we're gonna add the beans.
Okay. What kind of beans are these? Because they're clean or baby.
So yeah, they were the cannellini beans.
Right.
So we're gonna add a litre of cold water as well. Starting to actually look like soup now.
That's right.
We're gonna bring it to the boil and then simmer for 10 minutes.
And voila.
So now we're gonna break the spaghetti into 3 pieces.
Nice. There we go. Just crumble that in there. Give it a nice little stir.
And we're gonna let that cook for 10 minutes.
Put that back on.
So for the final step, we're gonna add the peas in.
Sweet.
Yep. Stir it about. And in a couple minutes, it should be ready to serve. Do you wanna get the bowls? It's time to serve.
Okay. I'm excited. I really am.
It's your first time cooking something,
I
isn't
know,
it?
right? I'm so gassed. Get a load of that. This.
Is our chunky minestrone.
That's right.
It's actually really good. That's really impressive. Well done.
This is the stuff for legend. Yeah.
All right, I'll see you, I guess. We're gonna go and
Yep.
enjoy this.
Thank you.
If you want a little pudding after, then I'm gonna teach you how to make a crumble. Okay, so do you want to start by getting the flour?
Let's get ready to crumble.
Just get the flour.
So, alright, boom. So we've got the flour.
Okay, now pour it in.
Bro. On.
Elegance, man.
That's elegance.
And then get the butter. Get the knife, cut it into cubes.
Sure. Cubes.
Yes, like.
So just slice it.
Yeah.
You can still do cubes though.
It's cubes for a reason, so it's easier to crumble.
Right. So
Now,
get dirty with it.
yeah,
Okay. No problem.
till it's like fine crumbles. Lift,
squeeze, and
drop.
Lift, squeeze, and proceed to drop. Here we are. You can't tell me this is not finesse.
So now I'm gonna add the oats in. We're using demerara sugar, but you can use any kind of sugar at home. This makes it more sort of crunchy. As the sort of base under the crumble, we've got apricots and like different kind of peachy fruits, but you can put berries, you can put anything in there, anything you want, so.
Here we are.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is put this in the oven at 180 degrees for about half an hour to 40 minutes. And there you have your crumble.
Thanks for tuning in again, guys. Remember to send us any variations of the recipes you make, any wacky pictures, we'd love to see them.
If you want to share on social media, use the hashtag The Summer of Food and Fun. And remember to stay cooking.
And most importantly, if it rocks,
It's wrong.
that's right.
Say it, I already said it.
Calamine.
They're not problematic.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They can hear you and they don't like how you diss them. Do you guys want some?
Remember to send it. So remember 2 times. Woo! Thanks for tuning in. Oh, claps. Let's do that again.